you need to be making content that sucks. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Oh, hold up. Why are we rolling the old stupid looking intro? Roll the new one. I just want to make this quick video, who am I kidding, this is not going to be quick, about 3 things I've learned about making content. Now, I'm by no means like a pro content creator, I just have fun with it on the side, and doing these 2 things has really just helped me have more rewarding content when I'm finished. The first thing is making sure your content is enjoyable, and I don't mean for the people that are watching it, although that's good too. I'm talking about you need to make sure that you're enjoying the content that you're making, and the process of making it. It'd probably be easier if I gave you an example. So I really like programming computers, and I wanted to make a video about how to install a certain type of software on a Mac. So I went ahead and made a video about it like that, and uploaded it, and it got like, I think 10K viewers or something like that. And that's nothing crazy or anything, but I was like, wow, people want like that content, I think I'll go ahead and make some more of that. So my last video I made was about how to do something similar using the Linux operating systems. Anyway, I spent about like a month working on this project, and like a quarter of the way through, I hated it, and I really wanted to stop because I was doing this really complicated multi-cam setup, had to do screen recordings, and it just wasn't very fun for me. So much so that the project that would have probably taken only about 3 days took me about a month to do, simply because every time I thought about doing it, I was like, oh, I don't want to pull out the camera and run through the code because I know I gotta fix the bugs, and it was just really complicated, and it wasn't very fun. Even the final product, I don't think was even that good. But take another video, for instance, say building the 3D printed lawn board wheels. I had a blast doing that, and I filmed the whole thing in like just 2 days because I was going, having so much fun. And it wasn't because I was doing anything, it wasn't because I was using a different type of process for filmmaking. I had just chosen a subject that I really enjoyed a lot more than programming. I enjoyed programming, but I wouldn't sit there and do hours and hours and hours and hours of it, which was what I was having to do for that video. But 3D printing and building stuff, I could do that ages and I would love it. So I had a lot more fun making that video. Yeah, it didn't blow up nearly as much as the other one did, but I enjoyed the process so much more, and I like the finished product so much more. So when you're making content, whether it's books, music, videos, short films, I don't care what it is, make sure that you're enjoying the process of making it. Because if you're not, the only thing that's going to make you want to do it is if you get views. And then you're just making the content just to get views. And honestly, making content for views is one of the quickest ways to drain your enthusiasm about a project. Now, the second thing you should be doing is making your content intentional. Before you start a project, you should be thinking, what do I want my viewers to be walking away with? What's one thing I want them to remember after watching this video? Now, I'm not saying you have to have some big emotional speech about the meaning of life at the end of every Fortnite gameplay. But what I am saying is make sure your content has a point. Your audience is listening to you. The question you have to decide is, what are you going to tell them? And the final thing you need to be doing is making sure your content is improvable. I like to shoot a bow and arrow. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. But if I came to you and told you that I was this awesome archer, and I told you that I had like never missed a shot before, I got a bullseye every single time, you'd probably be like, well, this guy, he knows what he's doing. You know, he's never missed a shot in his whole career before. He must be a great archer. But then you find out I was 3 feet away from all of my targets every time I go shooting. You wouldn't be very impressed anymore, because anyone could do that, obviously. It's the same thing with content creation. If you're making content that's relatively easy to make, that you can do without even thinking about it, then you're never going to get any better at making content. But if you instead stand 30 feet away from the target instead of 3, you're going to have to work much harder to get that bullseye. But eventually you'll start getting the bullseye more and more often. You'll be able to step even farther from the target and continue improving your skills. It's the same thing with content creation. You need to make sure that you set goals that are pushing yourself just a little bit past your limits. That's what I meant when I say you need to make content that sucks. I don't mean try to make bad content. I mean try to make such good content that sometimes you don't quite make it, but you'll be getting better and better, and you'll eventually get to the point where the content you're making is 1,000,000 times better than you ever imagined you could make. Just recently, I wrote, recorded, and made a song. I played guitar for a while, but I never really recorded any songs, and definitely haven't ever sung before. But I really enjoyed the process, and while the actual song itself really isn't that good, but I'm still proud of it because I enjoyed making it, and the song has a point, has a message, and it's definitely improvable, so I know I'm only going to get better. So I would just encourage you guys to make something. Find something that you enjoy doing and make content, whether it's music or videos or books or art or anything that you can think of. Find that area and make something. And if you don't have an area like that, learn something new. Pushing yourself further to make content you enjoy that has a point and a message is what Jay's Way is all about. I'm Josiah, thanks for watching. Oh, also one more thing, if you want to hear this song just for kicks, I put a link down in the description to the SoundCloud. I also might post it on my channel, so you're welcome. You might want to wear earplugs because I don't want to kill your ears. You know, it might look like I traveled deep into the woods to get this awesome background for this video, but this is just my backyard, so